Did you see the movie Concussion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I thought that the universal God got into Will Smith because I wasn't looking at him, I was looking at an African. And they can't train you as that. And then the information that come out. 40 years ago, they had shit on the woody woodpecker, pecking the tree, and the reason it didn't bother them because they have a protection around the brain. Humans don't. No, it was mean, man.
Another movie that was at the Oscars was Spotlight.
I could have wrote that. That came out of Boston. Spotlight is a newspaper. You know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's free on the corners. And they had tried to bust it, and they wouldn't let them. So then this Jewish guy came in to the Boston Globe. And they was trying to get him to do it, and then all at once it fell through and he understood it. And they did it. That's simple, man. That's simple. Just because you got some shit don't mean nothing when they fighting against you. And the priests, them dirty motherfuckers, man, where they was fighting hard and all of that, and they still slipped it out there. That's what it's about. Wow. You need to go back and see it and look at the research they did. They didn't have to ask no fucking questions, man. All the questions was there, just like Will Smith movie. The motherfuckers had the questions. You don't qualify to ask questions, they already got it. Just qualify to do what you're doing. And the one guy was I got to call him and thank him too. I worked with him on the Kennedy assassination. But shit, I couldn't tell him. Couldn't tell him Kennedy didn't die in Dallas. Had a woman call me when Ronald Reagan was shot. The second day, she says, he just died about 2 minutes ago. So I'm one of the few motherfuckers walking the planet. No, the motherfucker died. That wasn't him. They had him up on the balcony walking the first day out of the house, riding a horse. That's to convince all of us fools out here.
The Big Short.
Well, the great thing about The Big Short, it was the psychic shit. You know, did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it.
The psychic, they couldn't believe he knew this. Because what he's saying don't make sense. Said, man, let's buy this stock. Well, you tell me about banks and tell me about buying stock. And that motherfucker was making billions. But they didn't get caught. And after, oh, Jesus, I was supposed to meet somebody. Oh, that's okay, I got it. After, it was over, the last thing there, what's next? He said, water. Now you got Flint. And then it went to Academy War when everybody thought the little motherfucker that's out there in the wilderness.
Revenant.
Yeah. Oh, they and almost here this comes through. Yep.
The Oscars So White controversy?
Oscars
So White. The hashtag, they said there were no black nominees last year. Did you ever take on Academy Awards and lack of diversity?
I got more respect for you than the movies. Did you see Oprah's movie on Selma?
Yes.
You see when the church blew up and killed them girls? I've never seen anything that touching. It didn't happen in Selma, it happened in fucking Birmingham. And you just say, I just told you the shit happened in Birmingham while King was alive. It didn't happen in Selma.
Okay.
But that's what they showed us. In Selma. The children died. So that's what I think about fucking movies. You know, and then every now and then a good one comes through, and I went to see Django Unchained 46 times, man. Changed my whole life, man. Whole life.
They're doing a Nat Turner.
Huh?
They're doing a Nat Turner movie. What do you think of that? There's a lot of slave
I don't know who's doing it. Look at the motherfucker that did Miles Davis. A bunch of piece of shit. Did you see it?
I did see it.
Miles Davis? Mm-hmm. I hope you didn't like it.
Well, I like Don Cheadle.
Did you hear what Don Cheadle said? They made me put this white boy in to write it? Mm-hmm. Huh?
Yeah. He couldn't get the money otherwise. That's what they said.
Yeah, and you still liked it. Miles Davis was a trendsetter. Nobody dressed like that motherfucker had 3 outfits through the whole movie. All you saw him do was drugs and chasing the white boy with a gun. And you liked that shit? Huh?
Well, I didn't see Miles Davis at the time that he was.
You didn't have to see him, nigga. That's how they trick you. You didn't see slavery at the time. Mm-hmm. You got enough intelligence to go. Mm-hmm. I mean, here's a motherfucker went to Juilliard. You didn't see one fucking concert, man. Mm-hmm. Huh? Not one. And the little shit he was playing, he's interrupting it, running outside, shooting at a white boy. And you like, that's why I told you, you're nothing but a piece of shit, man. I know who you are. I knew you'd like that before you told me about that. You'll grow out of it, but you haven't. Mm-hmm. Huh?
I can see why you wouldn't like it, but
I knew him. Mm-hmm. I knew him.
Well, speak.
And Don Cheadle, all the money that motherfucker got, and he got to have some white folks say, we'll give you the money if you let this white boy write it. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Huh? You can like that shit if you want. Mm-hmm. Huh?
I'll just ask this anyway. You can yell at me if you want. Barbershop 3 came out.
Well, I'm not going to answer it because I'm insulted. You tell me I can yell at you, and the fuck is you with me to yell at? Huh? I yell at one of the most powerful motherfuckers in the world. I take on the motherfucking CIA, nigga. Mm-hmm. Huh? And you going to tell me some shit like that? I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to answer it.
Okay.
Okay? You don't even know what happened in Barbershop 1, do you? When that ignorant motherfucker said King ain't nothing but a punk, and Rosa Parks didn't do nothing. She just too fat to move her big black ass. And I said if he'd said that about Queen Elizabeth, the motherfucker be dead. But you motherfucker gonna go see 2 and 3. That's where you are. Mm-hmm. Okay? I don't have to ask you that. I know it. Because I was there. Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm. That ignorant motherfucker, huh? But he got to get past me. Mm-hmm. Huh? He got to get past me. Okay?
Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric the motherfucking entertainer. Ignorant motherfucker from St. Louis. All them St. Louis motherfuckers is ignorant. There's a bunch of thugs and heathens and shit. But white folks love him because he was doing the bidding. Huh?
Zootopia was a good one.
Huh?
Zootopia?
I didn't see it. I don't.
It's a cartoon.
No, I never read a comic book or funny book or none of that. They don't even register in my head.
Okay. Well, did you, any other movies that you saw? Just for the wrap up.
Oh, I do, but I'm just telling you the one that changed my life. I saw it 46 times.
Django, yes.
Because I've never, growing up, seen white folks be taught to that. Now, I didn't see it happen. I didn't see it. White folks saw it as I was seeing it. They loved it. That's your audience. That's what you got. That's what you got.
People love Django. I love Django.
Yeah. And did you hear what Tarantino said when the 2 cops was killed in New York? And they came and got him. And they said, cops ain't nothing but murderers. Mm-hmm. I said, what you? I said, they murderers. And they went crazy. Mm-hmm. I said, well, the union said, we'll boycott your movie. I said, your people work for minimum wage. I ain't never did a movie. I didn't clear $1 billion. You gonna boycott me? Mm-hmm. The biggest my audience is them killing cops of yours. He said, and by the way, you know, I got 3 brothers that's cops on the New York Police Department. One of them was killed. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, no. No, yeah.
Tarantino,
yeah. Beyonce's Super Bowl. people got upset because she did the Black Panthers at halftime.
Well, let me do it short.
Yeah, we're gonna run through these.
No.
Okay.
She didn't write that. Choreographers write that. She rehearsed it for 90 days. You think they didn't know what the fuck she was doing? Huh? You think they were surprised when they wrote it? Huh? When the Academy Award, when the brother came out there with the joke, them white folks wrote the jokes. Huh? He didn't write them. Huh? They don't care if you boycott a movie. The motherfucker that runs it, you keep going see the movies, they sell everything. What you got to do is boycott all movies. Then they fucked. Huh? You ever ask yourself why the Oscar's chocolate? You ever ask yourself how come don't nobody talk about the Oscar? It's a nigga. You ever ask yourself why Abraham Lincoln's on the penny? His daddy was a nigga. Do you know it costs 42 cents to make a penny, and the greatest businessman, they won't stop? See this nigga. That's what it's about.
Another person we lost recently was Frances Cress Welsing. Any thoughts about her? I know you talked on We All Be about her, but.
No, then her sister died right after that, the one in Chicago. No, I was just trying to get to him and say, most black folks ain't never heard of the book.
The ISIS Papers?
So I said, what y'all need to do is put it on talk record. Huh?
Right.
They'd love to hear it. And some of them would hear it and buy the book. But let them hear it. They wouldn't let you work in a black college. That's what killed her. Grief. She'd go to Howard, but she had to rent it to have her thing. But it's here. She went to Germany and studied for 8 years, the Holocaust. And then she came back and put her shit together. I saw her 2 days at the drugstore. I said, when your sister come, I need to talk to her, this, you know. But she was never happy. Because how do I do all this and they don't accept me? Not even my people. Where do you think your people getting the money from? Did you finish college?
Yes.
Which one?
I went to NYU and the American Film Institute.
Okay, now you know 30% of NYU's operating funds come from the alumni. 3% of your black schools come from the alumni. And there's a reason for that. My brother finished Notre Dame. So if tonight he driving drunk in Alabama and they pull him over, you don't call no lawyer, you just call Notre Dame alumni and ask for so-and-so. Hey, Sheriff, how you doing? That's Ron, yeah. You know, we playing there, I can't think of the date, but how many tickets you need, huh? It's a service. You cannot go to Chicago and open up a bank account today, huh? But once you call your alumni people, you can. It's a fucking service. That's how you. So if the black alumni came together and bought $100 million and went to one of the tire companies and said, like, buy $100 million of tires, how much we get them a piece? Oh, well, $20. Why? Because when you do your research, you find out the number one killer of black folks on the highway is bald tires, not accidents. So nigga, go and get another used tire. It's that simple. It's that simple. When you drop all your anger and shit, where you can think and see shit, and then it works.
I just want to revisit this topic: white supremacy versus white privilege.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing. It's like rich billionaires versus welfare mother. There's no fucking thing except in your mind. Whites of privilege get fucked over by white supremacists. Huh? It's two different things. Privilege means I have what?
You have an advantage because of your race.
The name of it. Why it take you so long? White privilege means I have what?
Privilege.
White supremacy means I'm supreme to all you motherfuckers. Huh? Two different words. Huh? And these motherfuckers grow up, can't read or write, and still think they're better than you, but they're not accepted by them. It's that simple. The words tell you, I am supreme to your ass. When you hear motherfuckers talk about supreme being, who you think they're talking about? God, huh? Okay, that's what they.
I'll just go through this real quick. Panama Papers, the offshore banking for a lot of the elites.
That's a threat to the Americans. And evidently they'll make a deal. You know, but that's what that's about.
Yeah, well, because they didn't really announce too many names of people in America.
No, they were just the foreigners they was talking about.
Yeah.
Putin. Yeah, no.
Cuba, Obama's trying to open up trade to Cuba now, but they're rejecting him.
He's already opened up. Castro works for us. He always have worked for us. The most secret Navy base in the world is Guantanamo, right? Would you put that on enemy territories? Well, 99% of the people work there are Cubans. And so we don't have to cut that off. Tonight when you get home, you know about the parade Castro had in Harlem?
Years ago, back in the 60s? Yeah.
I'll read about the first parade he had, ticker tape parade here in Washington, D.C. He's our punk, he's our thug. That's who he is.
Million Man March happened since we last spoke. The Million Man March?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts on?
The only thoughts I had is when Farrakhan, I know how smart he is, called to boycott Christmas. Christmas 2 months away, nigga. People have already bought their shit. Niggas and got shit on the layaway plan. You think I didn't get my wife a Rolls Royce or a Bentley? You think I haven't bought it yet for her Christmas present? You got to be smart. Now, what's that shit about?
Puerto Rico can't pay its debt. Puerto Rico, the bankrupt.
Oh, well, they scared of them because they run the banks in New York. Puerto Rico was a country. They came here 150 years ago, and they ran their own bank. So they came here as bankers and started marrying white women and producing white bankers. And white bankers, 90% of your banks in New York is run by. That's why as much money and power, you can't get a Puerto Rican mayor, because them crackers ain't gonna let it happen.
Mugabe taking over the diamond industry.
Huh?
Mugabe, he kicked out all the diamond miners.
How old is Mugabe?
93.
You think they care? They're kind of giving that nigga peas. Let me tell you what got Mugabe in trouble, and most niggas don't even know it. He made a deal when he took over that the white farmers had to go. And Britain said, we'll loan you the money to buy the farms. Then he found out they had niggers fronting to buy the farms, and that's when he went crazy. And his cat, this old, can still do what he's doing, man. I mean, think about that shit, man. Think about it.
North Carolina bathrooms, or the whole thing, like a lot of people are taking their business away from.
Well, first you look at this ignorant stuff. They said, we're not against homosexuality. What we against is God said we're supposed to reproduce. Did you say that to the priest? Mm-hmm. Let's say the priest ain't homosexuals. They ain't producing. Mm-hmm. See how it works? Mm-hmm. It's a game.
Hypocrisy. Apple stock is going down. Everybody has an iPhone now.
Let me tell you how white folks work. When Steve Jobs got mad at Apple, what's the guy's name?
Steve Jobs at Apple or Microsoft?
Microsoft.
Bill Gates.
When Bill Gates stole all that money from him, and he fired him. And he went and opened up his company. Went bankrupt. And Apple kicking ass. The government came in and said, we fixing to shut you down for monopoly. Steve Gates came to the company. So what you doing? I said, I didn't come to see you, bitch. I come to see Steve Jobs. Steve came out. He said, you keep your fucking mouth shut. I got something to tell you. In 9 months, you'll be out of business. I need $500 million to put my company back, and then they can't get you for a monopoly. Okay? That's how it happened. He wasn't mad. Oh, man, you bought me the thing that'll save my life, okay? That's what it's about.
This election. Let's talk about the election. You know, as we speak today, it's down to Hillary, Bernie, and Trump.
Yeah, but see, you're talking to the wrong person. I never believed there was going to be an election this year, and it's not. Mm-hmm. Trump ain't got no money. Trump ain't never had no money. They talk about his daddy. You ever seen a picture of his daddy? You ever seen anybody write a story about his daddy?
No. I mean, they got his money from his dad, yeah.
I didn't ask you that. See, you keep talking to me. I don't want to hear. I asked you, have you ever seen a picture of his daddy?
No, I have not.
Have you ever heard a story about his daddy? And that don't bother you? Huh? That don't bother you? And so much of us out here been talking to shit. His sister had to hold a press conference. No, he didn't give him no $100 million. He gave him $1 million. I wonder why he didn't give me none. Huh? You know? See, if you're getting in this here and you're gonna call, you're gonna move to people more powerful than me. I ain't gonna talk to you if you don't know nothing. The fuck I'm gonna talk to you about money if you ain't got none? That's what this shit is about. That's why NBC and ABC, that's why I look at them. Not that I believe them, they got $1 trillion industry to do the research and I can pick it apart. That's simple.
So, I know you don't expect there to be an election, but did you think Trump would get as far as he has?
I didn't know who it was. Huh? Look, let me show you something here. Let me show you the shit that I know. It's the Wall Street Journal. It's one of the most powerful papers in the world. Don't mean it's no good. What's the date? Now, hold it 1 minute. Hold it. Hold it. I ran for president 1968. The election was Tuesday, November the 4th. This story ran Friday, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Now, what's the date on that? What paper is that?
Wall Street Journal, November 7th, 1968. Page
Headlines.
6. Election computer goofs gives Gregory 9 million votes.
That's why you can't talk to me. I got too much information. I got 9 million votes in the state of Pennsylvania. Huh? Okay? That's what fasting do. Huh? Now read the first paragraph.
Some machines just aren't to be believed. Take the big computer in New York that was designed to compile results of Tuesday's general election.
All elections are tabulated in New York City. Go ahead.
At one point early yesterday morning, the machine was crediting Dick Gregory, the comedian turned presidential candidate, with 9 million votes in Pennsylvania.
Now, here's what happened. The energy took over, the computers, and they had to shut them down because it projected me as president-elect of the United States. And they couldn't change it because they couldn't change the numbers.
Wow.
9 million votes in one state. I know what it was. They went in there and tricked the machine for Nixon, but somebody put it on wrong and they gave it to me. So I'm going in the election and know all this bullshit y'all read. It ain't true. They did it just like they did that. Huh? Just like they did that.
Yeah. The one time Trump lost, he said it was rigged. The few weeks ago.
First, there's two Trumps.
Okay.
The one in the red tie is the real one. The one in the blue tie is not. The one you saw last night after the victory was the blue tie. Now, if you would punch up Dr. Carson, Ben Carson, when Trump called him a pedophile, and the next day he joined Trump. And the guy asked him, see, every now and then you slip and say so. He said, why'd you do that? He said, it's two Trumps. I was with the good one. You see it there. Just punch up. When somebody interviewed him, he said, there's two Donald Trumps. That's easy to pull up.
Okay. I was Googling Ben Carson pedophile. I was Googling the wrong thing.
No, he called him that the day before. So you know he got something on him if he's going to make him the next day say, I join you.
Dr. Ben Carson, there are two Donald Trumps.
There it is. Oh, you can read the rest of that later.
Okay, it's right there.
Okay?
So,
But now, while we talking about that, are you aware that made him world renowned? Carter, what he did.
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. You know how he got world renowned?
He separated the twins.
Head
With
twins.
The brain. Yeah, from the brain. He separated two
Siamese twins.
Siamese twins.
He wasn't even in the room when that happened. Wasn't in the room. He's been campaigning for 8 months. Have you ever heard him mention it?
No.
Everybody else mentioned everything they did with a pus, right? If what they said he did was true, then the question we need to ask, how come he's never been nominated for a Nobel Prize? Didn't say get one.